James Stand here from Inner Anthem with some more Inner Anthem insights. Yes, we are here. We are live. So if you are joining us, please give us a like. Please write a comment. Where are you from? Where are you from? Where are you based at the minute? Which is probably the same place as you've been based for the last few weeks at least. But yeah, where are you based? So what is today's insight about? Well, yesterday I got asked a question, and that question was, why do so many people feel a bit stuck? Why do they kind of feel that they want to make a change, but they don't quite make a change in their life? Why is it such a hard decision to actually do that? And how can they make the change? And this is the answer that I came up with. I'll obviously paraphrase, but yeah, this is what I wanted to discuss with you today. So I believe that the reason why the majority of people out there sort of want to make a change, so they're not entirely happy, they don't really like the career they're doing or something like that, but they don't make that change, is because they are stuck in what is known as no man's land. They're stuck in no man's land. What do I mean by this? Right. Well, we are motivated by two key things. We have two main drivers, two main motivators in life. One is pleasure and the other is pain. And all the different things that we do in life, all the choices, all the decisions, it's all based around pleasure and pain. And what we perceive as pleasure and pain is based upon our values, for example. So there's a lot of people out there, they're not totally happy, so they haven't got that real pleasure in their life, but they haven't got enough pain to really make a change. Now, when I say pain, I don't actually mean necessarily a physical pain. It could be an emotional pain. It could be a physical pain. It could be an emotional pain, a mental pain, but some form of pain. So basically, they might be stuck in a job that they don't really like, but it still pays the rent. It still pays the mortgage. They're used to it. They're comfortable with it. The people at work, maybe they don't even like, but, you know, maybe if they were to make a change, it could be even worse. Okay, so they haven't experienced enough pain. Now, sometimes if you experience enough pain, as in someone loses their job, that's enough pain to kind of think, well, now I'm not going to be able to pay the rent. I'm not going to be able to pay the mortgage. Now I need to look for a new job. And now I need to change jobs, or maybe change a career, maybe do that thing that I've always wanted to do. But the majority of people out there are stuck, like I say, in between. They're stuck in between pleasure and pain. They're not experiencing enough pain to actually make that change. And I'm going to tell you how to overcome that in a minute. But what I wanted to say was, the reason why that's the case, and I'll just see if we've had any comments. The reason why that is the case is because, let's just see. Okay, the reason why that is the case is because our minds actually get stuck because they don't like change. Our minds do not like change. Now, even if you are stuck and you're not fully happy, the change can be scary to our minds. Okay, so people are stuck in that no man's land. So this is what you want to do. You want to apply that concept of pleasure and pain. If you are feeling stuck, if you know that you should be doing something, you want to do something, but you felt a lack of motivation, you're procrastinating, I want you to do this activity. I want you to imagine yourself on your deathbed. Imagine yourself at the end of your life. And you are thinking back on your life. You're reviewing your choices that you made, your decisions that you made, the actions that you took, the things you said. Are you going to be happy if you don't make that change? Are you going to be happy if you don't take action on making that change and doing what you really want to do? If you think you are going to be okay with that, that's fine. Stay where you are. If you think that you are going to have regrets, then I would urge you to take some action towards making a change. If you're not fully happy, if you're stuck in that no man's land, think about the future. Think, at the end of my life, am I going to be totally happy, or do I need to make some changes now? If you think you're going to have regrets, then make some changes, because one of the top regrets of the dying is I didn't have the courage to live a life true to myself instead of a life that other people expected me. So you've got to think about, what is that life true to yourself? You can do the same by thinking, okay, well, what about in 10 years time, in 5 years time, whatever? Project into the future and think, am I going to be happy? And then start piling on that pain. What if I don't do this? What will happen then? Will I find that, I'm just going to be so unhappy that it will affect my relationships? And, I'm probably going to get the sack anyway because I'm not happy with my job. So I'm going to, perform poorly, and this could happen and that could happen. And, I'm going to be grumpy around my kids, and lay on that pain, thinking about what could happen if you don't make the decision to make a change. And then do the opposite. Think about the pleasures. Think about, well, what if I was to make a change? And yes, your mind will come up with all the reasons why you shouldn't and all the scary stuff. But just then sort of think, okay, well, what are the positives? What might I be really pleased with? What might bring me joy? What about if this happened? If this good thing happened, how would that impact me? How would that then impact the people around me? How much happier would I be? So you've got to really then focus on the pleasure. And once you've done that, it's all like a pair of scales. Okay, set of scales. You're stuck in between at the minute. Maybe you've got more pain than pleasure, but it's not enough to really get you going. So what I want you to do is really then lay on the pleasure. Okay, really think about the pleasure. Really think about the pain if you don't make a change. Really think about the pleasure if you do make a change, and you're changing those scales so that you can actually make that positive change. So are you learning something? I hope you are. If you do, please comment below. Have you ever tried this approach before? Are you going to try this approach? If you are, comment below. I'd love to hear from you about that. So the next thing is, if you're not sure what that change should be, well, then you've really got to start doing some reviewing. So you can review yourself. Think about times in your life where you felt your most fulfilled, where you were just, experiencing a bit of bliss. Your heart and your soul were sort of on fire. You felt great. Think about those times. What was it you were doing? Can you do something like that in the future, as a career or whatever you want to change? So review, and then take action. Take a small step towards that. And sometimes by taking action, what you have to do is you have to take action and then review. And then you might find that, no, that isn't right. That isn't what I wanted to do. So what you've got to do then is realign, try something else. But all the time you're saying stationary, nothing's happened, nothing's moving on. So what are your thoughts? What have you learned today? Comment below if you have gained some insights, because that's what this is about, Inner Anthem Insights. It's all stuff that I've experienced, that I've used myself, that I've learnt, advice I've given in the past. It's all of that sort of stuff. So, and it does work. Okay. I mean, the great Tony Robbins talks about the pleasure and pain principle. So make sure you apply this stuff. Write down if you've had any learnings. If you know somebody else that would benefit from this video, tag them in or share the video. Okay, tag them in or share the video if you know that they would actually gain benefits from it. Okay, let's see if we've got any comments at the minute. Don't think we have, but if you're watching this on the replay, again, please comment and I'll come back and answer any questions you might have. So my name is James Dan from Inner Anthem. You have a great day, an amazing day, and I look forward to speaking to you again soon. Thanks for watching. Now, before you go, make sure you download this free, powerful visualization that I've given you access to. The address is on the screen. Just type that out and you'll get instant access.